ladies with gentle hands, gentlemen and ladies. NBA 2K25 has been out for basically the entire year. We know the whole cycle of 2K is basically over, but I have a task today to create the most perfect build on NBA 2K25, which is basically impossible. But of course, ladies and gents, nothing is impossible for me. Today, we make the perfect build. It doesn't matter if you're on current gen or next gen, I got y'all. If you're on current gen, go ahead and skip to this point in the vid, bro. You feel me, you feel me. But listen, it doesn't matter what mode you wanna run this build in. This build is going crazy in every single mode on NBA 2K25. But listen, man, before we get into the vid, bro, I want to tell y'all, yes, I'm gonna try my hardest to upload every single day until NBA 2K26 for y'all boys. I know it's the end of the year, I know it's cooked, but hey, I'm gonna try to upload every single day for y'all going into 2K26. But look, man, with all that being said, let's get right into this banger.
We don't care.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to making the absolute perfect build on NBA 2K25, first I want to go over the community build tab. Hey, there's a lot of good builds by YouTubers on this game. I ain't gonna lie, y'all should really check this out because you might find your playstyle somewhere in here. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. A lot of these builds are pretty good, so hey, go ahead and check out the community tab, bro. They got some pretty good builds in here, I'm trying to tell y'all. But anyway, when it comes to making the perfect build on NBA 2K25, first off, we gotta start with the position. Now, obviously, depending on your playstyle, whether you want to run point, shooting guard, small forward, that's up to y'all, you feel me? Now, for the height on this point guard build, the absolute perfect height in this game for every single mode that I have found out is 6'4". Now I see a lot of people saying 6'6" is the best height. That height is tough. I'm not gonna cap 6'6", 6'7", that's tough. But in my opinion, I think 6'4" is the absolute perfect height for every mode in this game. Now, as for the weight you want to go on the 6'4" is anywhere in the 220 to 230 pound range. Now, the reason why we're keeping it around the 220 to 230 pound range is because we don't want to be small, and plus, if you go for a longer wingspan, you're going to be able to have a lot more rebounding attributes to your build. If you go 222, you're still going to be able to have that 80 defensive board. So in my opinion, I personally would go with like 6'11 wingspan, 222. I'm telling y'all, bro, rock with me. Now, when it comes to making the perfect build on this game, yes, we're at the builder screen. Again, when it comes to cap breakers on this game, depending on how many cap breakers y'all have, I know a lot of people are just starting out the game, so a lot of y'all don't have any cap breakers, which I understand. I'm gonna have a build for that. I'm gonna have a build for y'all for that entirely, and that's the build I'm gonna show first, and then I'm gonna show the version of the build for more people, for people like 5, 10, 15 cap breakers and stuff like that. But now, for the version of this build without cap breakers, this is the build that's friendly to use for just about every single player on this game. First off, we all know that driving dunk is a very key component in this game. You need to be able to dunk in this game. If you can't dunk, hey, I'm not gonna lie, that's tough. I see a lot of people doing floaters, but in my opinion, driving dunk is very important, especially if you have no cap breakers. You're gonna need anywhere from that 85 to like 87, 80-ish, 89 type of realm. In my opinion, 89 is going to be the perfect sweet spot. You're going to get 2 contact dunk packages, especially when you're dunking on people around your height or shorter. It's going to be a breeze one going up for them dunks, trust me. And especially when you hit starter 3 and you get your 5+ cap breakers, you're going to be able to push this to 93 or 90, you know what I'm saying, 92, 93, whatever y'all want to do, you feel me, it's up to y'all. Now, as for your standing up, again, 45 standing up is really all you really are going to need to really get consistent, quick standing dunks. You get both packages at 45, so in my opinion, it's the perfect way to sit it, the way to put it at. But we're going to have so much attributes left over, we might as well just push our standing dunk to 55. This way we're going to be dunking and underneath the basket way better and way smoother. Now, as for your driving layup, I see a lot of people putting this like 70, like putting this like 80, 85, 90. Trust me on this, 75 driving layup is really all you're going to need, or 76. It really doesn't really matter. You're really not going to need that high. Same thing for close shot. This is not that important. Same thing for your post control. I mean, if you're a post fade type of person, go ahead and upgrade this, but again, you don't need this either. As for your 3-ball, the perfect 3-point shot in this game, I have played this game for forever at this point, in and off of 2K for a while. The perfect 3-ball is 89 3-point jump shot. Anyone telling you anything otherwise, they're capping. Especially with takeovers, bro, you can have a 89 3 and use something like sniper and boost it all the way to 99. Like, come on. If you're using sniper and deep bomber, you basically have a 99 3. I'm not going to cap to you. As for your mid-range shot, we're going to put this to 80 to balance it out so we can make our shots a lot more smoother. And we're also pushing this to 80 so we can also get a couple extra takeovers. As for your passing accuracy, again, the most perfect passing accuracy in this game, in my opinion, is still 85. I know a lot of people say, nah, bro, you need like a 90, 91 pass act to really go crazy on this game. And in my opinion, bro, I feel like they're kind of dragging it. I don't really think you need like an extremely high pass act to run the guard. Like 85 is way more than enough in my opinion. As for your ball handle, 89-ish ball handle is pretty good, especially for the people that don't have cap breakers yet. And if you're going to hit level 40 this season, I highly recommend you go with a 91 ball handle, because if you go with 91 ball handle and you hit level 40 this season, that's one cap breaker to your ball handle, which is going to unlock all the dribble moves in the game, all of the good dribble moves in the game for y'all. Obviously, you're going to have to go around to like starter 4 for the Steve Francis anyway. So you might as well just go with the 91 ball handle and wait till you hit level 40 this season and put that one cap breaker towards your ball handle and get all the good dribble moves at your height. To get all the good dribble styles in the game, you're going to need at least 86 speed with ball. Trust me, bro. You also get lightning launch, which lightning launch is one of the best badges in this game. Probably one of the best playmaking type badges in this game, for sure. And obviously we're going to need some type of free throw on our build, especially if we're playing in all modes. Go with the 75 free throw. You're going to be able to green those every single time. Now, as for your steal and your perimeter defense, obviously if we're going to be playing every single mode, if you don't know, now you're going to know. Hawking in this game is probably the most broken it's been in a while on 2K. An interceptor is probably one of the most powerful badges on this game, for sure. Go interceptor is definitely what you're going to want to have, if not anything else. Silver glove is pretty good, but 85 still is pretty much all you're going to need. Same thing for your perimeter. Again, you're 6'4". Doesn't really matter what you do, how high you go. You're not going to be, you know what I'm saying, going too crazy, especially if you want an all-around build to do everything in every single mode. 85 prim is really where it's at. As for your block, you want to go to 68 block, again, to stop them on the court, get some type of contest in the paint. Go with that 70 interior, and again, you're helping your team doing everything on the court. You're gonna want to go with that 80 defensive rebound. Now again, if you are the type of guard that don't care about rebounding at all, leave this at like 60 and leave your old board all the way down to its lowest possible rating. Do whatever you think is best for you and your build, trust me. But for me, I think to go be perfect in every single mode on this game, you're going to need some O board, you're going to need some D board, especially in the ones. You're going to be rebounding over everybody if you have board in your build. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to cap to y'all. As for your speed, bro, we just want to boost this up to exactly 86. We're already pretty fast. If you don't really care about rebounding, obviously go ahead and drop your rebounding all the way down and put up your speed. Obviously, agility is only really going to matter on defense. We all know that. Obviously, if you want to, go ahead. But in my opinion, 86 speed is really all I need personally. It's not that crazy to me. And obviously, for your strength, you do not want to be getting babied by nobody, especially by weaker opponents than you. This strong handle bat is going to come in crazy clutch. You're going to be able to blow by everybody on the court. It's going to be crazy, bro. Trust me, bro. I know what I'm talking about. As for the vertical, bro, obviously we're going to have to upgrade our vertical so we can be able to get contact dunks on this build. We're going to drop our post control to 41, and we're going to put that extra point to our vertical so we'll be able to get contact dunks on this build. And this is the perfect no cap breaker version of this build. You can make this build instantly and go crazy in all modes. Trust me, bro. This is the most perfect build you can rock with no cap breakers on this game. Now, obviously, for the version of this build with cap breakers, clearly we're not really going to want to upgrade our 3-ball all the way to 89 off the rip. You're really not going to need to do that. Same thing for your mid-range. You can pretty much drop this down to like 77 or, you know what I'm saying, 75, depending on how many cap breakers you have. If you have like 15 cap breakers, obviously you want to drop your 3-point down all the way like 85 and then use like 4 cat breakers to boost this up. If you only have like 10 cat breakers, I would recommend you go for like an 87-3 and then put 2 cat breakers towards this. And then obviously you're going to want to put 4 cat breakers towards your dunk. Well, no, 5 cap breakers towards your dunk, which is going to give you 96 dunk. And the way we're going to edit our vertical and all the rest of the stats, the build is pretty much going to be even more dominant. I'm not going to cap y'all. Cap breakers make this game, make any build on this game very, very, very devious. And especially if you have 10, 15 cap breakers, you're really going to want to drop your ball handle all the way down to 88. This way, you're going to be able to get way more attribute points to put around on your build. So this is what y'all want to do. You want to drop your driving leg. You want to push your driving up to 91, obviously, so you'll be able to go for that 96 dunk. And you'll be able to basically dunk people's stuff every single play. It's kind of unfair. Same thing for your 3-point shot. You want to go with an 87 or 85, depending on how many more cap breakers you have. This way, obviously, 96 dunk, you're going to be able to go with. You're going to be able to get a Hall of Fame posterizer with 96 dunk. Obviously, if you have 15, 10 cap breakers, you want to put 5 to your driving dunk. You want to put 3 towards your vertical. This is going to give y'all Hall of Fame posterizer on this build, which is kind of nasty. No, it's not kind of nasty. It's very, very, very nasty on this build. I can't lie. And obviously, you might want to drop your, interior down a little bit and push your passing accuracy up. Of course. And your free throw up, of course. And this is the second version of the build. Obviously, if you, depending on how many cap breakers you have, you want to put 5 cap breakers towards your driving dunk. This is going to give you a 96 dunk. And you want to put 3 cap breakers towards your vertical, which is also going to give y'all Hall of Fame posterizer. And obviously, the reason why we went for 90 passing accuracy. So if you have 10 cap breakers, you can go for +2 on your passing accuracy and get that Hall of Fame diamond, which Hall of Fame diamond is pretty good on this game. Since this is a tier 2 badge, you can use your tier 2 max +1 to push this to legend, which is very, very, very OD. You're gonna have all the fastest passing styles in the game with that 92 pass sec. It's gonna be pretty dangerous. So recap of this build: 5 cap breakers towards your driving dunk, 96 dunk, 2 cap breakers towards your 3-pointer, which is gonna give you 89 3-ball, which is the best 3-point shot in the game. 2 cap breakers towards your passing accuracy, Hall of Fame, which is going to give you a Hall of Fame dimer plus legend if you put max +1 to it. And obviously 3 cap breakers towards your vertical, so you will be able to get Hall of Fame posterizer. And then clearly, if you have a couple more cap breakers, if you're one of those players that have like 15, you could put the other cap breakers towards your ball handle, which gives y'all all the good dribble moves in the game as well. This build right here, this version of this build right here, is a very, very, very devious build, and it can truly do everything in the game depending on how many cap breakers you have on this game. Me personally, I only have 10 on my other account, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, ladies and gents, when it comes to my animations on NBA 2K25, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty much the same as it always been. It really haven't changed much on my guards, at least. Like, I haven't really changed much. Y'all can go ahead and steal these. It's not crazy, you feel me? And that's for my jump shot, bro. Again, same thing. I haven't really changed my jump shot either. You feel me? Cam Thomas, Oscar Robinson, Trey, man. I just can't get into the starter for base. I forgot his name. Now, as for my boys that are still on current gen NBA 2K25, which, hey, if you haven't upgraded at this point, I'm letting y'all know right now, NBA 2K26, I do not think it's going to be on current gen. So, hey, if you haven't got a P5 or a next gen Xbox, please get one now. Plus, PH6 about to drop pretty soon. So, hey, I'm just letting y'all know that. Now, as for the perfect position on NBA 2K25 current gen, bro, you can go with any position. It doesn't really matter. Same with right hand, left hand, jersey number, college. None of that really matters. It's all up to y'all. You feel me? Now, as for the perfect height on this game, in my opinion, I still think it's 6'7". I've been playing current gen 2K25 for a while now, and in my opinion, it's the perfect height. As for the perfect weight, there really is no perfect weight. You can pretty much go with whatever weight you want to. It doesn't really matter. It's not really going to affect much. Same with your wingspan. The only thing that this really matters about is obviously your shooting attributes, which it's already set to the perfect 3-ball, which is an 85 3-ball. You don't really need nothing too high, too crazy. And for the perfect body shape on this game, in my opinion, it's either built or define. Y'all do what y'all want to do. You feel me? Now, again, when it comes to building the perfect build on NBA 2K25 current gen, again, bro, I've been playing this game for a minute, so I pretty much know everything that actually matters on this game, everything that doesn't really matter either. Which, again, I'm pretty disappointed in 2K for not really putting much work into making this game at all. Considering badges don't really do much on this game, and stats pretty much carry everything, if I'm being honest. A lot of badges on this game, on CuanGoGreen that is, don't really work that much. I have no clue why. Hey, 2K, yeah, really didn't put much work into this game. It's kind of crazy. But for your driving dunk, obviously you want to go with the 89 driving dunk. Again, perfect driving dunk. You get 2 contact dunk packages. Anything higher, you got to get like a 95, 96 dunk or something crazy like that for more contact dunk packages. So in my opinion, it's just not worth it. You might as well just go with the 89 dunk. As for your driving lane, you want to up this up to exactly 74, obviously for an extra couple badge points. Really, that's all we're upgrading it for. Same thing for our close shot. We're upgrading this for the badge points as well. This way, you're going to have exactly 16 badge points, which if you don't know, to get any badge among the tier 3 spot, you need to have at least 10 badges used in tier 1 and tier 2. Which all of these badges in tier 1, tier 2 for an all-around type of build are really not that good. I'm going to show y'all when I go over the badges, but they're really not that good. And also, the only real good badge here in this tier 3 range is Posterizer. Slithery, I've used this for a while. It really doesn't work like it did in 2K23. Same thing with Limitless Takeoff. This pretty much only works with specific dunks. So, I mean, it's not really worth the grind. If you do core Posterizer, obviously, then you're going to want to put on Limitless Takeoff on Go or Slithery or something like that. Fearless Finisher, again, I've used this badge. It doesn't really work at all either. This is really a contact layup badge more than it is so with dunks. So, yeah, the only badge that really actually works here is Posterizer, if I'm being real. And the rest of the stats on this tab doesn't really mean nothing. Like standing dunk, you don't really need it. Post control, you really don't need it. Unless you're like a big going for certain badges, you should upgrade post control, but you really don't need it at all. This game is pretty broken. They didn't really put much time or effort into making this game that good. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, you feel me? As for your 3-ball, again, I already said this, 85 3-ball is the perfect 3-ball in this game. Anyone telling you anything otherwise, they're probably capping, because I've used all 3s. 85, 92, 95, 99, 96. I've used it all in this game. 85 is the perfect sweet spot. If you know how to time your jump shot, you're going to be good. You don't need nothing too crazy. Same thing for your mid-range. All you need is an 81 mid-range shot. You don't need anything higher. You'll be able to fade every single thing in this game, especially if you have Hall of Fame Mini Magician. If you have Hall of Fame Mini Magician, my guy, you're going to be able to fade every single thing on this game. It's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Now, if you're going to be taking this build into the rec, which I don't really see much people taking this build into the rec on 25, but hey, taking any builds into the rec on 25 currently. But if you do, obviously, at least 70 free throws is really what you're going to need to be able to hit free throws consistently on this game. You feel me? I'm going to just upgrade to 72 because I know I'm going to have points left over for nothing. As for your ball handle and passing accuracy, again, if you're on this game, the only passing accuracy you're really going to need is about a 70. 70 pass act is like the highest you should possibly be going, or 71 pass act, obviously for the extra badge point, but 70 pass act is the highest you should possibly be going. If you're running point guard 24/7, obviously you want to go with like an 80 pass act. That's pretty much as high as you want to go. You don't want to go anything higher than that. If you're running the guard and like rec 24/7, go with 80 pass act. Obviously edit your build how you want to, but trust me, doesn't matter if you're in 3s, 1s, 3s, rec, pro-am, doesn't really matter where you at. 70-ish passing accuracy is all you need. And I've tested out the 62 pass act. It's basically the exact same as 70. It's really not that much of a difference. I know people might say low pass act on 2025 on 2K25 is crazy, bro. What are you doing? Trust me, bro, it's not that crazy, bro. Go with the 62 pass act. You're really not going to see that much of a difference. Most people on 25 currently are playing the one-on-one court anyway, or they're in park, so you really don't need to have a passing accuracy. Trust me, bro, it's really not that different, like, at all. As for your ball handle, 86 ball handle is pretty much all you need. The only real playmaking badge you really need in this whole tier is going to be quick first step. I've tested them all. Killer combos really does not speed up your dribble moves like at all. I've tested this badge already. Unpluggable is cool. Obviously, you're going to go for that when you get that. It's the only other badge in this tier that's actually usable. Plant Breaker used to be OD back in 23. Tried it on 24 current gen. Tried it on 25 current gen. Trash. Bailout, I mean, it's bailout. It's not that crazy regardless. Y'all can go with that if y'all want to. As for your speed ball, bro, obviously to get all the good dribble styles in the game, you're going to want to go with that 76 or 75, doesn't really matter. Speed ball, we're just going with the 76 for the extra badge point, you feel me, And obviously if y'all want to, y'all could, you know what I'm saying, up the passing accuracy, do whatever y'all want to, it's up to y'all. As for your defense stats, literally the only two defensive stats that really mean something here are interior defense and perimeter defense. Trust me on this. I've been playing 2K25 current gen for a while. These are the only two stats that really mean something on defense. Trust me. They're the only two stats that really mean something on defense. It's kind of crazy. Block is cool, obviously, but the only two defensive stats you're really going to need on this game to compete are interior and perimeter. If you're sitting in the paint, jumping, hands up, whatever, your interior defense is going to carry y'all a mile. Trust me, bro. It's going to carry y'all a mile. As for your steal, again, you can pretty much rip anybody with basically no effort. It doesn't really matter on this game. We're just going to upgrade our steal to 68 just so we can get some extra badges. Again, you don't really need gloves, and especially because these are tier 3 badges, you're not going to be able to get 3 of these on one go. Like, you're just not, unless you take off attributes from your 3, your midi, your, you know what I'm saying? Unless you take stuff off this build, that's the only way you're going to get everything and have it all be good. But there's certain stats that you really just don't need. Trust me, you don't really need high steal. It's not like 25 current next gen where you actually need high steal to be crazy. Like, trust, you don't really need it. As for your block, again, the same thing here. You don't really need extremely high block either. The only badge you really need here is anchor. Bronze anchor carries you a long way. 70 block all the way to 87 block for silver anchor is way too big of a jump. You really only need 70 block. Trust me, you're going to be able to play immense defense in the paint regardless. As for your rebound, just go ahead and even this out to exactly 60 rebounds. It's not really going to mean much, or you can just keep it at the lowest possible. That's up to y'all. As for your speed, bro, again, out of the speed and acceleration stats, just like next gen 2K, doesn't really matter. You really only going to need about an 80 speed. Speed is really what matters here. The acceleration really doesn't matter. I don't know why 2K made it like this, but hey, it is what it is. Same with y'all stamina. Go ahead and max this all y'all to 90. If y'all wonder why the vertical so low compared to like a next gen build, because I know a lot of YouTubers say, oh, you need like an 80 some vert. No, on current gen, vertical is not a requirement. You don't need vertical. It's kind of crazy. It is what it is. You don't need vertical though. Keep y'all vertical at 69. It doesn't mean nothing when you're dunking or going up for rebounds or trying to play defense. None of that. Vertical does not really mean nothing on this game. It's kind of crazy, but this is how your build should look. This is the perfect current gen 2K25 build. Trust me. As for your takeovers, bro, the only takeovers I recommend y'all use is finishing moves, pull-up precision, and limitless range / spotter precision. Y'all can do whatever else y'all want to, but those are the only takeovers I recommend y'all use. And in my opinion, you might as well just double up on the takeovers, or y'all can do, hey, whatever y'all want to do. It's up to y'all. You feel me? You feel me? As for the shades on this build, we get the DeJounte Murray, Drew Holiday, and Jalen Suggs. Those are kind of some good shades. I can't lie. And we have a catfish named Defensive Menace. I'm not gonna cap. That's kind of crazy because we don't even have that much defense. Now, as for your badges, again, I already told y'all this. A lot of these badges do not matter when making a build like this one. I guess I'm gonna just throw on back down Punisher, maybe a little acrobat, maybe a little aerial wizard if I'm ever playing 3v3 or something like that. Maybe a little pro touch, bam boom bow and goal. And then clearly you want to put the rest of your badge points on posterizer. Go for the core badge challenge on this, and then obviously go for like slithery or limitless takeoff. If y'all really think it really means much, it doesn't really, but hey, that's up to y'all. As for your shooting badges, again, Amp is a pretty good badge. You don't need guard up. Midi Magician obviously is going to be a badge you're really going to want to use, and Catch and Shoot is a very good badge alongside Green Machine, which is kind of crazy. These are actually some pretty good badges. I ain't gonna cap to y'all, but we're just gonna go with Green Machine for now. And obviously for the tier 3 badge, which is probably the best tier 3 badge, is going to be Agent 3, and obviously the next very good tier 3 badge is going to be Deadeye. Now obviously if you play a lot of spot up, you might want to run Catch and Shoot or corner spec. That's up to y'all. Go ahead and do whatever y'all want to do. But in my opinion, out of the tier 3 badges, the ones you're really going to need is Agent 3, Deadeye. You don't really need blinders, don't really need limitless range. It's kind of a drag, I ain't gonna lie. Unless you have a whole bunch of extra badges, don't worry about it. For your playmaking badges, again, same thing here. Only thing that really matters is quick first step, handles for days, And maybe if you want to, you can throw on like a vice grip if you're playing a lot of ones, or a dimer. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. Same thing for your unpluckable. Go ahead and put this on. And obviously, if you get the core badge challenge down for unpluckable, clearly you could probably go for some extra badges like hyperdrive maybe, or dimer. As for your defense badges, of course, anchor, rebound chaser, you can run with the chase down artist. And for your last two badges, in my opinion, you might as well go with, if you play a lot of ones, clearly you want to go with the post move lockdown, maybe a little pogo stick. You're going to be jumping a lot, of course. And then you want to go with the 7 defensive badges on your challenger. And then clearly after you get challenger maxed out, you know what I'm saying, the whole core badge challenge for challenger, you want to go with the clamps badge next, and then you're gonna have points over, you know what I'm saying, left over on this build. You might as well just throw it on workhorse, you feel me? But that is the build for NBA 2K25 current gen, you feel me? Ladies and gents, as for my animations on NBA 2K25 current gen, they really haven't changed. They're pretty much still the same. So hey, if y'all expecting different animations, here y'all go. I didn't really change them at all. I'm not gonna cap to y'all, like they're pretty much the same. Same thing goes for my jump shot. I still have the exact same jump shot. Ben Shepherd, Jalen Johnson, Oscar Robertson, 56, 44, 100%. Set point timing here, that's facts. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long video. I'm gonna try to stay consistent for y'all boys. So go ahead and drop me a like, drop me a sub on the channel if y'all could. But look, man, if y'all did enjoy this video, bro, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe. I'm out this joint. Peace.